Haha! Welcome back! Woo! Yeah! Welcome back! Welcome back! Yeah! Welcome back to The Lim Show. I am your host, Tim Maxwell. Give it up for my band, three guys who play instruments! Okay, Jack, I am confused. You're in a band, you're supposed to play stuff. What is happening here?
What? I'm playing with my hair. He's German. His name is Hair.
Hair. Oh, Jack.
Yes, I'm Hair.
Oh, Jack.
So the past, present, and future walk into a bar. It was tense.
Oh, what bar was that? Never been there.
Time flies like an arrow, but fruit flies like a banana.
Oh, like that banana?
All right, who threw the banana? I'm looking at you, Jack. I'm looking at you, buddy.
No, it wasn't me.
You know, light travels faster than sound. That's why some people appear bright until you hear them speak. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. We have a special show for you today. We have the winners of the first annual BlingABC teaching competition live in the studio today. So get ready for a great show. All right, welcome back to the show. Yes, my 5 o'clock shadow did kick in really fast. As promised, we're going to talk with the winners of the first annual BlingABC teaching competition. First, let's get to know our teachers. Tell us your name, where you live, what award you won, and how you feel about winning that award. Roisin, let's start with you.
Hey everyone, my name is Roisin and I'm from Scotland. I won Most Entertaining and I feel so grateful to have won this award. There are so many amazing teachers who work for BlingABC, so thank you. Thank you.
Hello, I'm teacher Lindi from the grand state of Texas in the US of A. So now I'm living in beautiful Dominican Republic with my awesome little family. Believe it or not, Bling awarded me Best Overall Teacher. What? Are you kidding? I still can't believe it, but hey ho, I'm more than honored, especially considering all my fellow superstar Bling teachers. Thank you, Bling, and thank you, my fellow teachers, for your vote of confidence in me.
Hi, my name is Megan. I am from Canada. I won the Best Classroom Management Award for open classes, which was shocking to me, but also the product of a lot of hard work and time. So it was wonderful to be recognized. Thank you so much.
Hello to everybody watching. My name is Blair. I would consider myself a citizen of the world as I've lived in over 10 different countries, but currently I'm back in South Africa where I was born. I won the award for Best Teacher in Large Classes, and I feel very, very honored to have won this award because I know how many excellent teachers there are at BlingABC.
Hello, Tim. Tim. Thank you so much for having me here today. My name is Estefania Retalik. I am from Quito, Ecuador, and currently live in Indiana. I won the Classroom Management Award, and believe it or not, I felt very surprised when I won that award because during all my teaching in different schools in the classroom, that is one of the hardest things that I had to accomplish was classroom management. So when they say you won the classroom management award, I'm like, are you sure? So I was really surprised. But at the same time, like, oh, hey, that's cool. I feel like I'm growing as a teacher. So it was very exciting.
My name is Kevin Walling, and I live in Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. And I was really excited to win Most Creative Teacher because I've been teaching English online since 2015. And that's a long time. So I've kind of, I have to make things creative just to keep myself in the game. I was very impressed that they recognized the effort that I put into making my classes creative. It was cool. Nice.
Hi, Tim. Great to be on your show. So my name is Linda. I'm from New Zealand and I've been living in London for the past 13 years. So that's where I'm doing my BlingABC teaching from. So along with Matthew, we were co-winners of the Kids' Choice Award, which I think the teachers chose, not the kids. But anyway, so it was great. It was very surprising. And of course, the $100 came in very handy as well.
Howdy, y'all. My name is Matthew Bailey, and I'm from Texas. Sorry. Hi, my name is Matthew Bailey, and I'm from Texas, and I won the Kids' Choice Award.
Hi, I'm teacher Megan from Northern Ireland. I won the Best 1-on-3 Teacher Award, and I was so delighted to win that award, especially because I have a few different 1-on-3 groups. I've had them from the very start last summer, and I've really built up a good relationship with them. Absolutely love those lessons.
All right, so we've met the whole gang. Let's jump right in. How would you describe your approach to teaching? Matthew, we'll let you take this one first.
Thank you for that insightful question. My approach to teaching involves the 3 E's: exciting, engaging, and empowering. Exciting. We want the students to want to come to class every single day. We want them to think about, what am I going to learn today? So we have to bring that high level of excitement to class every time we teach. Engaging. We want the students to talk to each other, to move with us. Like if we're doing airplanes, or if we just do some dancing, wah, ba, wah, ba. Or if we do cow, moo, Texas. And finally, we want it to be empowering. When the students finally get that word right, they finally say it correctly, we want to say, yes, good job. We applaud your effort. We want to celebrate their successes and how much work they put into it to finally get that word.
Okay, the 3 E's. Did everybody write that down?
Write that down!
Good stuff. All right, Megan M., let's hear from you.
So I am all about the TPR. Honestly, I've taught ESL for a few years now, and the TPR just comes naturally at this point. But it definitely is so helpful for students. It just makes it more interactive and more fun for them, and it's easier for them to understand a word if you're using the the actions for it.
Yes, nonverbal communication is huge. TPR is critical. Thanks again, Megan. Okay, Roisin, let's hear from you.
That's a good question. I think I try and make my classes as fun as possible. I want to create a space where students feel comfortable enough to express themselves, where they might even enjoy using English to talk about their day, to tell me stories, to play games. So I just want to make it as fun as possible. That's my approach.
A comfortable learning environment will definitely get good results. That's a good one, Roisin. Lindi, let's hear from you.
My approach to online teaching. First, coffee. Then, prepare, and prepare. Review your lesson materials and organize your props before the classes. Finally, and most importantly for me, have fun.
Good stuff, Lindi. Good stuff. And yes, you're right. Coffee is necessary, especially for those teachers who wake up so early in the morning. Okay, so Megan B., let's hear from you.
Okay, my approach to online teaching is basically to inspire my students as much as possible, whether by praising them heavily for their achievements or showing them how the lesson material can be applied to the world around them. When you think about it, students spend so much of their developmental years inside a classroom. So teachers are a main source of inspiration. It really can be a teacher that helps show a young student an understanding of themselves and their potential for success. So when a student comes to a BlingABC classroom, I want them to be excited to come, and I want them to be thinking about it when they leave.
Yes, praising is a great way to inspire others. I mean, I do it all the time with the band. Jack, yeah, dude, great job. Way to not suck today. Yeah. Okay, so Megan, maybe you can help me improve in that area. Okay, up next, Blair.
So my approach to teaching is to create a fun and interesting learning environment that generates excitement and curiosity among the students. I do this by using many different props in my lessons, as well as utilizing TPR. I make use of different kinds of voices to make the class a lot more interesting. Facial expressions, I use my hands to explain. When making use of props, for example, if the word of the day was pen, I'll have a pen with me, show the pen, and then get the students to go and find a pen in their homes. Bring it to the class to show. Every student loves being involved in that way. Showing the class of their pen gets the students up, running around, engaged, excited. It's a really great tool to use.
Yeah. And just like a great teacher I once knew said, a fun class is a great class. Yeah, thanks, Blair. Okay, so let's go on to Estefania.
Teaching online is amazing because it brings so many different challenges that you don't see in a regular classroom. First, you can't physically tell your students, hey, look at me, oh, come here, or pat their shoulders to have turn around and look at you. So it is a challenge. And it also teaches you how to go with the flow and learn how to engage your students in a completely different way. And it doesn't matter what age they are, they love the balloons. So that is one of the best things I have to really get them to come and focus online with me.
Yeah, I love balloons. They're so much fun. They're great. Yeah, that's a good one, Estefania. Okay, so Kevin, let's hear from you.
I would say that my teaching style, I always try to make my classes entertaining. I truly believe that, a student will learn a lot more if they're having fun. I remember when I was a little kid, my parents made me take French lessons. I hated them. I hated the teacher. And to this day, I still hate French. So I try to make the class fun so that my students, at the very least, have a good time. And it seems to work.
That is so true. When I was a kid, I had a class, I hated that class. And now, I still hate that class. Okay, so Linda, let's hear from you.
My approach to online teaching, it's similar to classroom teaching in that the same educational principles are there of seeing where the children are at in their learning and just pushing them onto that next level, trying to pitch the teaching so it's not too frustrating for one or too boring for another, and also engaging the children, trying to get to know them individually. It's harder, obviously, in a large group, which I do, to get to know the children, but I try and remember little things about what they've said, maybe their interests, and try and perhaps link that later on in the lesson. Also try to make it very visually engaging because it's just their screens and ours, and they're at home usually with lots of distractions and might be tired. So yeah, lots of visual expression, facial expressions. I use a lot of props. I try and get one prop per vocab item. I keep them in a teaching pack with my vocab cards and my timing sheets. So it's all organised and ready to go. So yeah, trying to make it engaging, interesting, and pitch it at the right level. So I think that's the key points to my approach to online teaching.
I'm glad you brought that up, Linda. Everybody loves it when you remember stuff about them. Like Alex, for instance, he likes... Okay, I'm still working on it. Linda, send me some pointers on the side, please. So nobody is perfect. Even our amazing Bling ABC teachers sometimes have off days. How do you handle days like that? Kevin.
Yeah, I have off days for sure. I had one this morning. Yeah, you just got to tell yourself it's a job and it's life. Sometimes you have bad days.
Okay, yeah, you just got to keep going, right? Yeah, thanks, Kevin. All right, Linda.
Yes, well, there's definitely off lessons, that's for sure. Usually with me, it's timing. Sometimes the children just aren't engaged. Doesn't matter how animated or engaging I'm trying to be. But sometimes I just think, well, the children might be tired. They might have had a very long day. It's quite late for some of them, particularly the young ones. And they might just have low mood. Something might have happened in their day. You know, just like for us, sometimes my energy levels are low or my mood isn't that great and I don't really want to engage with things. So I try and take that into account if it hasn't gone very well. It could be me. I could be pitching it at perhaps not the right level for some of the children, too frustrating for some, and maybe too boring for others, too easy. So I just tend to self-evaluate very quickly, think what went wrong, what could I have done better, just store it for memory for later on. And then I think, oh, well, didn't go very well. Just try to let it not impact my next lesson or the next day. That's the nature of teaching. It's interactive. You don't know what the children are bringing in their day to the lesson. And also sometimes we're not feeling the best, you know, mood or energy-wise. So, yeah, just not to be too hard on myself and just see it as a learning curve.
Right, self-evaluation is very helpful, and then just shake it off, right? Yeah, just shake it off. That's good, that's good. All right, Matthew?
Off days. It is so important to have a positive mindset. That means that you don't continue telling yourself, oh, you did terrible. Oh, that was bad. Oh my gosh, you're a terrible teacher. Nope, don't do it. Just as when our students mess up on a word, we don't say, that's terrible, you have terrible English. No, we say, hey, that's okay, let's try it again. And you keep going until they succeed. So if we can do that to our students, why can't we do that for ourselves? So extend that grace to yourself and say, okay, I messed up that lesson today, but next time I'm going to kick its butt, okay? And then secondly is you need some affirmation. You need some support, whether from your family or from your friends or from a pet. In between classes, if I have a really bad one, I will go to my dog Bella and I will just cuddle with her and she'll lick me and give me affirmation and I'm ready to move on to the next one. Sometimes you just need a friend or a family to say, hey, you're doing a good job. Keep going for it. Keep working hard. Or just talk to your dean representative. Just say, hey, am I doing okay? Usually they're always there to give you some positive feedback.
Positive self-reinforcement and affirmations. That's really good. I like that. I'm darn near perfect. No, I am perfect. Everybody loves and respects me. I feel better already. Thanks, Matthew. Okay, so Megan M.
Of course, I've definitely had a few off days. It can be really hard just to put things aside, I know, when there's something going on in your personal life, but my biggest advice is honestly just to smile. And usually, I mean, smiling will make you feel better anyway, and the kids will be a bit of a distraction for a few hours, if anything else.
A smile goes a long way for you and for others. Thanks, Megan. Okay, Roisin.
We all have off days, and if I'm feeling particularly bad straight after a class, I like to write down what happened. Just jot down a few notes, and then later on I'll come back to it and I'll think about how I can improve for next time. If you're really brave, you can also watch your lesson back. I know it's super cringy, but sometimes it's really helpful because there could be things that you haven't noticed before and you get a chance to just sit and digest it. You can write down all your ideas and write down what works and maybe what didn't work.
Yes, Roisin. I remember reading that self-reflection through writing is a great way to build your esteem and also help you to evaluate difficult situations and help you to get over those situations. So that's good. All right, Lindi.
What? I'm not perfect.
Of course, Lindy doesn't have off days, right?
Actually, I figured that out a long time ago. So on my off days, I try to focus even more on my little blingers and remember that the class is about them, not me. Given enough inner motivation, I believe we can do just about anything, especially if it's only 40 minutes at a time. So, on your off days, eat the elephant one bite at a time, and it will be fine.
Yeah, you're right, Lindy. Yeah. I don't think I've ever eaten an elephant, but with some hot sauce, I might give it a try. Thanks, Lindy. Okay, Megan B.
Off days, am I right? Okay, we all have them, and how we deal with them is gonna be different for everyone. For me, it's about utilizing my breaks as effectively as possible. So I lay out all my props the night before. That way I'm not scrambling in between classes trying to find everything. What I don't do is I do not do my memos. I tried that for a while, and trying to get my memos done in between the classes just made me anxious and just rush and not feeling ready to start the next class because my mind is on the memos, not the next class. I also don't think about the lesson that came previous and what may or may not have gone wrong. Instead, I'll go warm up my coffee. That is key for me. Usually my off days are I haven't slept well the night before. So caffeine is a simple and easy fix. And then I'll walk around the room and stretch, or I'll read a few pages of my book. And it's not a lot of time in between classes, but that is more than enough time to regroup and relax and just reset so that when you're going into the next class, you're feeling like you've got a fresh start.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, prepping beforehand definitely could reduce some of that potential stress. And then when you're on your off day, you already have enough stress to deal with. So having that prep work done, that's good. Okay, Blair.
Well, yes, everybody does have off days. However, in a professional environment like teaching, off days don't really come into your working environment. Yes, you might be having a tough time at home, but you need to act like some kind of superhero that never really gets affected and doesn't have mood swings and things like that. You're always happy, full of energy, because remember everybody that your mood and your energy is going to dictate that mood and energy of the class. So it's very, very important to bring your best smile and loads of energy to class.
But Blair, BlingABC teachers are superheroes. Thanks. Okay, Estefania.
I do have off days. All teachers have off days, especially if you didn't sleep well and you wake up early and you plan everything perfectly and it doesn't work out. So what I do to help me calm down on my off days while I'm teaching with my students, we do the balloon breathing exercise. Try it. You put your hands on your head like this, and then you breathe in. You tell your students to breathe in with you. Go, okay, let's blow our balloon. Ready? Let it out. One more time. And they love it. It calms them down. It calms me down. And they all just think it's something fun to do. It is a way to get me to focus again and to get my students to focus again too.
Oh, that's a good one, Estefania. I'm going to try that balloon exercise with the band. Come on, guys. Okay, they're not doing it. They're just staring at me. We're going to do this later. We're going to practice it. Okay. Oh, but Estefania, while I have you, let's go ahead and jump to the next part. We're going to take a look at one of your videos.
Oh, you watch a snippet of my class? Okay, sure.
So just walk us through it and tell us what you did and how this made your teaching effective.
It is $600.
That was amazing! He is going to give you a big gold star. Jason, I love how you answered and completed.
Tika, what is this? What is this?
Show me. What's wait? Oh, Jason, that is called a hamster. It's a hamster. It's a hamster. It's like a little mouse, but does not have a tail.
Very fun.
It is very cute and fun. Give me 5, Jason, for asking that question.
Oh, yes, I remember this lesson. We were learning about prices and saying the numbers aloud. And here I was, of course, using different awards and positive feedback to help my students focus and stay on task. Because once you lose their engagement in the lesson, they're going to misbehave, and that's it. Your classroom management is going to fall down that day, and you're going to feel terrible. You're going to feel like you didn't get it right. So definitely bringing the awards and doing a positive feedback. And anytime they have a question, doesn't matter how well you're doing in your lesson, stop and let them ask you the question. Just like this little boy did. He was amazing. He loved asking me questions. That's what I loved about this class too.
Yeah, very nice, Estefania. All right, Kevin.
Can you say screen?
Screen.
Look, Gloria, this is my laptop, and this is the screen. Gloria, this is my mobile phone, and this is the screen. Gloria, this is my tablet, and this is the screen. Yeah. Gloria, can you circle the screen, please? Where is the screen? Oh, yeah. I'm always using props. I'm lucky, I guess. I have a lot of props. And yeah, I'm always trying to use, whether I'm using props, for example, like with ManyCam, or physical props like my famous noodles, chicken noodles. Yeah, props. You gotta love them, really.
I guess I should give you props on using props. Okay, moving on to Linda.
What is the matter?
Good. And Ellie, you can say I have no or I have a.
I have no appetite.
Fantastic. I have no appetite. Okay, this time you are asking it, Holly. Okay, Ellie, what is the matter?
What's the matter? What's the matter?
Good. Holly? Any of these?
I have a running nose.
Fantastic.
Yes, in that part of the lesson, I tried to make the language learning more effective by providing support for the children in different ways. So first I wrote out the target sentence, what is the matter, for a visual prompt. And I also gave an oral model, for the oral learners with intonation and expression, what is the matter? So they got that to model off. Also with the children, I mute one, and so I can only hear one asking or answering, so I can help with pronunciation, expression, if need be. The other thing I do is I print out the vocab cards for each of vocab items for each lesson with an image. So I have those just very quickly before the pair work. I quickly hold them up, the things we've learnt during the lesson, the different options that they can use to answer. So I hold them there with the visual images. And if the children can't remember from the visual images or us repeating it just before pair work, I'll just pick one. Runny nose! I have a runny nose. Just so they've got those supports. And also being enthusiastic and feedback, great, fantastic. So I think those are some of the things that can make language learning a bit more effective.
Pair work is an essential part of every class, and it looks like you have it down. Well done. All right, Matthew.
So in this video, I am going over present and past tense verbs with my students. So here we go. And Sunny, in the year 2017, what did we do? Did we play games at recess, or we played games at recess? Now, at this moment, I'm doing an individual assessment with Sunny because he did come in a bit late, and I wanted to check for his understanding of this concept. To help the students, I circled the verbs, and I underline specifically the ed of played to show them that that's very specific and special for the past tense. Let's see how Sunny does. Which one, Sunny?
Games are recess.
One more time.
Played.
Very good. Played games at recess. Thank you, Sunny. Very good. So we played games at recess. Excellent job. I forgot to give him his star. I'm sorry, Sunny. Okay, let's keep going. So play is the present right now. And these are my paper props that I use. This one is very specific for present and past. And you missed it. It was real brief. As I'm holding it, I also use some TPR. Present. And now you're going to see past. Here we go. Now, played is the past. Like 2016, 2020. Very good. There you go. So there's that TPR as well as a prop, and I have these words circled in the slide. So there's 3 different things, and I'm also using that individual assessment as well as using group assessments as well. It's hearing like how everybody does it together. You also notice that I'm speaking a bit slower than how I'm speaking right now. That helps the students have time to understand and comprehend and process what I'm saying. And like I said, I forgot to give him his star. Never forget to give them their stars if they got something right. Always give them their stars.
Wow, Matthew, yeah, that was great. How did you put yourself on the slide like that? I couldn't. Did you guys do that in this? Our tech guys didn't. He did that by himself. Wow, man, that was very nice. Well done. Very interactive. Yeah, I like it. Okay, Megan M.
Is doing a big stretch. Ooh. Angela and Jerry, can you show me? Let's do a big stretch. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, very good, Angela. Well done, Jerry. And other side. Oh. Wow, very good.
Yeah, in this video I was actually just trying to warm the kids up a wee bit. This was our first lesson together and I could tell that they were quite shy. So this is just a good tip for the start of a new lesson. Just do something to get them moving and get them warmed up. And I found as well, sometimes you'll do these actions and you want them to do it with you and you're met with blank stares. So I found if you say, ready? 1, 2, 3, and do it again, they usually copy then. So that's a good tip.
Yeah, get the students involved mentally and physically right from the beginning. That's smart. Well done. Okay, Roisin.
Alice, number 1.
Lake.
Yes, Alice, high five. Very good. Whoa, you guys are on fire. Matilda, number 2. Boat. Yes. Yes, Matilda. Right, group 2, I have a surprise for you guys.
So this was a subclass that I had, and of course the students didn't know me. So I used a lot of body language, I used a lot of props, I made it as fun as possible, and when they did actually say the word, I praised them a lot just to encourage them to speak again.
So I guess you are proof that it's possible to have a good subclass. Good job, Roisin. All right, Lindi.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, there's
Hello.
Amy. Hello, Amy.
Hello, teacher.
Hello. How are you today? How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Oh, I'm very fine. Thank you for asking. That's
Aw, aren't my little blingers the cutest little things? They're so precious. I'd like to have them over in person to play. The rapport I have with my students is built on a solid foundation of sincere hope that I can make a difference in their young lives. As much as possible, I try to understand their personalities and how they best respond in class. Some need the soft touch encouragement, some need a lot of animated fun, and some just need grown-up respect, especially the higher levels. But they're all my little snowflakes, and I genuinely want to make a difference in their lives. That's what it's all about for me.
Giving individual and specialized attention does sound like a great way to build rapport. That's a good one, Lindy. Okay, Megan B.
What's this? Strawberries.
Yes, Owen, very good. Strawberries.
Strawberries.
Berries.
Berries.
Very good. Strawberries.
Strawberries.
Nice work, Owen.
Okay, so here the students have learned strawberries together as a group, and now I'm testing them individually. So what you see me doing is using my fingers to count the syllables. Sometimes the students will count with me. I find it very effective in teaching pronunciation, and I will use it for pretty much every new vocabulary word that they learn in the beginning. I try to mix it up so it stays fresh and exciting. So sometimes we will count with our fingers. Sometimes we will sing. Mostly the younger kids. Not all of the older kids like to sing in front of their peers, which is fine. I hate it too. But sometimes we will go strawberries, strawberries. And I'll use a different note for each syllable. And then after that, we'll do something like the robot. The robot is super popular, especially with the boys. And we'll go strawberries or something like that. So for a group, I start with berries. And then we work our way up to strawberries. The other thing that you'll see me doing is looking down briefly. And that is just because I have typed the word strawberries into a Word document that I keep right below the classroom. So I minimize the classroom just a little bit with just enough room for a Word document that's about this thin below. And I'll write down every student's name and what I'm going to put in the memos later. Just a short form, so just the word strawberries, so that I know to suggest that maybe he continue to work on this word at home.
Yeah, that repetition technique is a very good way to get them to repeat it in the right way without making them feel bad by telling them they did it wrong. That's good. And also, you're singing. Oh, that's pretty good. You hit the different notes. Do you teach singing lessons? If you do, I mean, you know, I'm just kidding.
Right.
All right, Blair?
Let's have a look at the question. Very good. So we can say, what is in your beach bag? And if it's one thing, we say, and if it's not, we don't say anything. For sunglasses, we don't need to say, because sunglasses we speak of like two. But we say a towel, a shovel. Now what I'm doing is I'm explaining how the activity is going to be conducted. You will see in the video that I make use of the drawing tool to highlight areas that we are focusing on and when we're going to be using it. What I do is I first circle the speech bubble, focus the student's attention there. In the second part of the video, I'm explaining the use of and that goes with singular nouns. Then I have, as you can see on the top of my head, a pair of sunglasses that I brought as a prop. And I'm explaining to the students that sunglasses is a plural noun and that it doesn't need to have the in front. So I put the and I cross it down to make it very clear for all of them.
Yes, mastering the platform does make the teaching that much more effective and productive. And you showed us a great example of that. Thanks, Blair. Okay, so Megan M., let's go ahead and jump to the next question with you. What advice would you give to new BlingABC teachers?
So just don't take yourself too seriously. You don't need to follow the lesson plan absolutely word for word. This will just make you really stiff and nervous. Obviously make sure that the students they have a good grasp of the target language and vocab and pronunciation. Make sure all of this, you're on top of this, but you can have fun with them and be silly while doing this. And it's always a good idea to have a few games up your sleeve as well, in case the lesson, you have some time left at the end.
Yes, right? Just be the great teacher that you already are. That's good advice. Bling ABC hired you because you're a great teacher, so just do that in a classroom. Excellent advice, Megan. Okay, Roisin.
Be kind to yourself. There is a mammoth amount of information to digest when you first join. You have to get used to the Bling ABC classroom. You have to prepare props. You have to get acquainted with the learning material. And yeah, you have to mute, unmute, upstage, downstage. There's just so much happening. So just be kind to yourself. Yeah, we all make mistakes. Sometimes things don't go as planned, but just tune into your students, make them the priority, and everything else will fall into place.
Yeah, that's just well said. Thanks again, Roisin. Roisin with her mammoths, right? And Lindi with her elephants. Are you noticing a trend? Yeah, I'm noticing a trend. All right, so Lindi, on to you.
Unlike the traditional brick and mortar classroom, teaching online, that requires consideration of online technology. So being fully prepared means considering a backup plan for when you experience technical challenges. Pocket Wi-Fi, a must here in the Caribbean for when my regular internet connection fails, and UPS for when the electricity cuts out, which also happens in the Caribbean. And lastly, but definitely not least, reach out to your Bling rep. He's there to support you. I love you, Aaron. You are my Superman.
Having a backup plan is very wise. Thank you for that one, Lindi. Okay, Megan B.
Well, first, congratulations. Bling ABC is a great company, and I'm sure you're going to have lots of fun. The best thing I ever did when I started out was creating a lesson plan with the timing for the slides. So I don't need to do it anymore because they do follow a very similar format and you will catch on. But definitely for the first year, I did a lesson plan and I would write down each slide. So I would write greeting, 1 minute, warm up, 2 minutes. And I would have it in a little Word document this big, again, just below the classroom, so I could follow along if I didn't remember. So I would know if I'm at warm up and I've just finished and I'm at 6 minutes, I know I need to change my strategy because we are falling behind already. The only other thing I would mention is if you're looking at the material and you think, boy, this is a lot of slides. This is way too much material for 40 minutes. Just remember, a minute is longer than you think it is. You can actually get a lot done in the minute.
Lesson plans are a great way to stay organized, especially for new teachers. Thank you, Megan. Okay, Blair?
To all you new Bling ABC teachers out there, if I could give you a piece of advice, it would be this. Bring your talents into the class. You don't need to be an incredible singer or actor, but if you know how to play an instrument, if you can sing, if you are able to act, bring those skills into class. Students really, really love that. I myself am not the greatest guitar player, but I always have a guitar handy and I strum along, and the students really, really love that. I also make use of a little bit of beatboxing sometimes to add emphasis and generate interest in certain areas. So make use of your tools that you have. And remember, guys, to enjoy the class. Bring your best smile and have fun.
Wow, Blair, that was pretty good with the beatboxing, right? Yeah, that was good. And that's great advice about teachers using your talents in the classroom. That's excellent advice. Thanks, Blair. All right, Kevin.
I would recommend to new teachers at Bling ABC that don't rush through your classes. First of all, students need more time than we usually think to process and answer a question. And I've seen other teachers, and they always seem like their house is on fire and they're trying to teach as quickly as possible. I slow it down, take it easy and give the students time to process. And that would be my advice. Don't worry. You'll finish the class.
Take your time. That is good advice. Thank you so much, Kevin. Linda.
Well, what I'd say is to just don't be discouraged or downhearted if you're finding the IT platform a bit challenging. I only started online teaching a year ago when I started with BlingABC, and I found the features of the IT platform difficult to master in the first couple of months. So just keep persevering with that, and also waiting for classes. Sometimes it takes a while to build up lessons. Also plug into teacher networks. I found the BlingABC Facebook teacher page really useful. Teachers are discussing how can we make the lessons more interesting, or this child has done this, or a parent's reaction, or particular feedback issues. So yeah, plug into the teacher networks straight away and be organised. Try and put things behind you if things don't work. If your mood's down, something's happened, or your energy level's low, just put your teacher face on and just push through it. And probably, as I find, when you engage with the children, if it's a good lesson, your mood lifts, your energy lifts, and it can end up being a good lesson. So yeah, be encouraged, don't be downhearted, keep pushing through, link into teacher networks, and have fun.
That's a good point, Linda. Teacher networks are very important, and BlingABC has the Teachers Facebook group where just a wealth of resources are just shared. There's so much knowledge and experience in there, and a little bit of silliness and fun. If you're not a part of that and you're a BlingABC teacher, you need to get connected now. Thanks, Linda, for bringing that up. All right, Matthew.
My advice to teachers, number 1, give yourself some grace. You're not going to get it right the first time, always, and that's okay. Number 2, slow down and breathe. If you rush, you're more likely to make mistakes. Number 3, watch one of your teaching videos. You can learn so much just by watching yourself. Number 4, be a forever student and go to a workshop so you can learn new techniques from other teachers. And finally, number 5, don't be afraid to take risks, look silly, and have some fun. If you do, so will the students. Back to you, Maxwell. Where are you?
Wow, man, you have so many scarves. That's cool. Next winter, when it's cold, I'm going to call you and borrow one of those scarves, all right? Thanks for sharing, Matthew. Estefania.
To have fun and be very flexible. No matter how perfect your lesson is, I had everything perfect, my props. Sometimes it just doesn't go the way you expected, and sometimes it even goes better than what you expected. And of course, be silly, and most importantly, be yourself. Don't be afraid to ask for help, and never stop learning something new as a teacher to bring into the classroom.
Yeah, you're so right about being silly and having fun in class. Kids love and respond to that kind of energy. Yeah, thank you so much, Estefania.
Thank you so much, Tim, for having me on your show. It was so much fun. Bye, Tim.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for being on the show. Take care. Bye-bye. Okay, that's all we have for you today, folks. Thank you to my live studio audience. Yes, you guys. Yeah, you as well. You guys are awesome. I'm just pointing at the wall, but you guys are awesome. And a big special thank you to those of you at home tuning in. Remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you in the next show. 3 guys.